Today was a beautiful 65 degrees here in Charleston, contrary to the so-called freezing near 30 or 25 degrees that we had last night. And I felt great at the gym today. Got in later on, usually Sunday I come right in the morning, but I got in a little later than usual due to some events that are coming up, which is the Super Bowl. It's got a lot of things to eat and a lot of things to do. So much activities. But I felt pretty great at the gym today. And all throughout the week, I was talking about if I didn't know if it was fatigue or just stressed out. And I'm pretty sure it's a combination of both. But one thing. I think it was mostly fatigue that had a lot of effect on my exercise, and I think I recovered quite a bit of it. I was pretty relaxed Saturday, and then Sunday I came in a little later, and then also had some more carbs. And I think my body is caught up and all rested up, so felt pretty good at the gym today. The weather, well, there was sun in the sky, so I just felt awesome. Yeah. So basically I did some 4x4 for squat, 265 high bar, and that was easy. There's a 145 for bench, pathetic, but still working on it. Shoulder feeling a lot better. I started to notice I need to work on a little more internal rotation things. External is not bad, but my internal, I started noticing it's not as good, so maybe I wasn't affecting my bench. Did some close grip right after, and these just flew, which was awesome. By the way, I only recorded the first and last set of every single exercise, because on the volume date, I'm not really too concerned about the form as much. Chasing the pump. Yep. But next week, or actually this coming week, is gonna look actually pretty rough. Got a lot of things to do at work this week, so I'm gonna have to come in at 3 in the morning to lift. But that, that's part of the game. Lifting is pleasurable. Lifting has taught me a lot, definitely, especially grinding through what's important and such. And lifting, honestly, this isn't my job, and I've talked about it before. And lifting does help me. Definitely does help me. I believe help me succeed in life, or what I have got so far. I've learned to be humble and such. And on the totem pole, family and friends are always on top, and then work, and then other obligations, and then lifting's down there. But that being said, lifting, that doesn't mean I can't balance things out, and I always preach everything in moderation. And what lifting does teach me, especially I've learned since the shoulder injury, and just lifting in general, is being humble, being able to ask the right questions. I do believe there are stupid questions. I strongly believe that. I'm a big preacher of efficiency and making things right the first time, if not correcting that mistake. And lifting did teach me, like, I always thought I knew a lot about it, but every single time I seem to know less and less. And that's the same thing with everything else in life. One of the interview questions they always ask is, what are the 3 greatest strengths and 3 greatest weaknesses? And I always bullshit the weakness answer with, like, oh, I like to work too much, so I get too stressed. And honestly, it's a bullshit answer. And I think my greatest weakness, and still is I am afraid to ask questions. I'm afraid to ask for help. And I'm slowly learning to ask the right questions, to ask for help, and to the right people. And it's I'm translating all to other parts of the work and such. in life in general, financial wise and whatnot, and finding out what I really want, 'cause I really don't know what I want. But to have a goal and everything, that's my main objective. I think I have a goal, but then I gotta be more specific how to reach that goal. Anyways, I'm always humbled. Hopefully I'll learn a lot more. So time for the Super Bowl, or yeah. So remember, you can never drink too much. You can only drink too fast. Be the wolf, not the sheep.